There's a period of great distress in the rap universe. There was a time when hip-hop was a form of empowerment. Now the corporate world is quickly diluting our culture for nothing more than profit. With the ever-mounting forces of ridiculous dances, ignorant behavior, and general buffoonery, it's only a matter of time before hip-hop's permanent annihilation. This is what the future holds if it don't stop.
All the things that have been trending over the last year and a half, things like engineering, DIY, the TikTok influence, YouTube Shorts, a push for greater creator accountability, the Dream SMP, Hermitcraft, YouTuber boxing, Mr. Beast paving the way for massive giveaways of money, the return of creator burnout, VTubers, brand safety, COPPA, YouTuber investing, hype houses, the sunsetting of top tier channels. I mean, the list just goes on and on and on. And I couldn't wrap my head around it all. It felt really scattered, so unfocused. You know, what did all of these trends mean?
It means the kids are fucking stupid and shouldn't dictate our taste in content.
2020 was the watershed year for audiences demanding that the creators and platforms they support be unproblematic, with the Black Lives Matter movement, followed immediately by Pride Month, followed later by hate violence against the Asian community, all of it wrapped in financial insecurities due to the pandemic, and topped with a bow of an emotionally charged presidential election. Yeah, I would say that it was a year where accountability was on the top of everyone's mind.
Are you sure about that? Are you sure most of us weren't just ignoring politics and instead focused on our lives and needs? Just because the news doesn't shut up about it doesn't mean we focused on it. Most people would rather just watch something entertaining on YouTube. But hey, if that's your thing, you can watch politics without involving the entire platform. We can focus on entertainment while you focus on boring shit.
You know, they came in and the first thing they did was they tried what they've seen on every other forum. They tried to be nice. If you let this person come in here who's been here for 1 week, you know, like 3 days to 1 week, and let him or her, I don't know what it was, but him or her dictate the terms of how regular members behave, this place is going to go to fucking hell. It is going to become a repository, a fucking haven of white knights, emos, and fags, and it is going to fuck the whole place up. And sure enough, when I show back up, right, I was like, wow, I haven't seen this place in a while. Half the regular members are gone. It is just, it's not the same place anymore.
Raids over on Twitch, showing that platforms themselves are being held accountable for the communities that they fostered.
That's a shit idea.
You know, they don't understand the whole principle of a subculture, you know, of the uniqueness that a group gets by creating its own identity, by creating its own way of interacting and its own jokes, and it's just its own everything, its own unique, you know, je ne sais quoi. But these fuckers, they take it and they pollute it and they throw it out everywhere and they try to bombard people with it. And they create this false sense.
Audience has been happening on one side, the purge by platform has been happening on the other. It's no secret at this point that brand safety has been like the buzzword on this platform for the last 4 years or so, but now it really does feel like it's reached its final form. At this point, there's restrictions on violence, profanity, suggestive content, content aimed at kids, content involving kids, quote-unquote dangerous situations, whatever that means, extreme political speech, the mention of hot button news words. Remember, YouTube banned the word pandemic in videos around this time last year.
Yeah, and why is that? It's almost like money-grubbing assholes are trying to create a safe space for ads by censoring content. The safe option that these companies fund are mostly Vine refugees anyway and are not representative of people who make up the community of YouTube.
And don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to imply that most of these changes are bad or anything. It's just another form of accountability.
Why should anyone be accountable? Is Pornhub accountable just because a kid goes there? No, the viewer is accountable for what they watch. You'd only be accountable if you forced them into it. But the viewer themselves clicked on that content. They have the option to just not watch the content. They are accountable for what they watch, not the uploader.
As the platform has, bit by bit, learned what it takes to be a safe and positive.
You fucked this place into the ground by your bullshit. You know, they came in and the first thing they did was they tried what they've seen on every other forum. They tried to be nice. That's another thing these people don't understand. They think that 4chan is 4chan everywhere. They think that something awful is something awful everywhere. They will take all these little tidbits of knowledge that they have and they will apply them in full force on the, you know, on the worst in the worst possible situation that they can.
And also profit.
That's really all they care
of their
about.
audience. But as you can expect, these changes do tend to trickle down into the content on the platform and into the creators and how they run their businesses. Creators at this point have realized that it's time to leave anything that might even remotely offend an audience or a platform at the door if they have any hope of being a trusted partner and continuing to pay their bills in the future. This double-sided pressure has created a narrow, safe little canyon of content on the platform that still involves most of your favorite stuff, but now just a little more puritanized. You still have gaming,
That's really
but you certainly can't
stupid.
have violent games. Blocky, blood-free Minecraft is the order of the day for me. Sure, you can try playing Call of Duty or Mortal Kombat, but the perceived risk to creators of demonetization is just too high, even if the platform wouldn't end up demonetizing you. These games exist in too gray of an area, so no thanks, I'm just gonna stick with my nice, safe Among Us.
That sounds fucking terrible. Why the fuck would we ever watch that boring ass shit? I can't remember anyone older than 13 ever liking Minecraft, and this whole nostalgia BS about it only started over people's hate of Fortnite.
The trope of reacting is back, and it's been back for a couple of years, and whoa, they are
Bruh,
shocked.
reaction
You have
channels
never
weren't
seen
even cool when
shocking
the Vine
content like
Bros
this.
did it.
It is so surprising how ice cream is made, or whoa, that's a really weird food. Never seen anything like that before. And also, what are those TikTokers up to
Or
again?
stupid
They are
dances.
so wacky over there. Brand safety also extends to the huge surge in millennial grown-up content, from the stylings of Mr. Kate and literal DIY of everything to making dumplings with the Try
Who the
Guys and
fuck is
talking about
even
having
watching
kids
that
with the
crap?
Ballingers.
They could
Adding
just
the
watch
spice to this
TLC.
brand-safe undercover boss. Disney Channel original movies. Boom! Roasted!
Make me cringe, Dutch.
Anthony Padilla, he's become the Oprah of YouTube between his empathy and those dimples for the gods. Sarah Zed is spilling tea on old Tumblr fandoms, and the H3 podcast was definitely spicy and one of the most popular things on the platform until, of course, it spun itself into its own net of criticism.
They're trying to replace our content with this milk toast bullshit. Goddamn, that's pathetic.
They're all hilarious, insightful, fun to watch, but also one key word, safe. And I want to make it clear that I'm not knocking or passing judgment on any of these trends or any of these creators. I am in this content canyon with you.
Are you? Then why would you make this video? You're not in the trenches, Matt. Your push for safe corporate content is destroying our ability to upload, and even worse, is taking away the creativity this site once had.
Riding along until it's time to adapt to the next cultural shift of the internet. But
You have to understand that each place on the internet has its own rules and its own way of operating. And if you want to be a part of that, if you want to be a member of that group, of that culture, you need to adapt. You need to earn your way in by following the rules, by understanding how it is people act there, and by being able to understand that just because you act a certain way on one forum or on one site does not mean that you necessarily have to carry that over to every place that you go.
super spicy now, look at me.
I'm edgelord.
Orson Welles once said, "The enemy of art is the absence of limitations," meaning that some of the best art is made when there are constraints in place on the artist. But I would argue that at this point, the pressure from the trifecta of audiences and critics and platforms are having some real unintended consequences on what actually gets produced. So let's start talking about those unintended consequences, shall we? The first is that YouTubers are becoming increasingly corporatized. Manufactured 90s boy band style to be the next Justin Timberlake, or to use a more modern reference that people would probably understand, the next Kim Taeyong. That's V from BTS, by the way, which I hope I'm pronouncing his official name right, but if I'm not, please don't kill me. I like BTS's music, but I'm not a super fan enough to know their official pronunciations of their actual names. Also, Jungkook is my favorite. That probably is gonna put me on a lot of hate lists. Anyway, we talked a couple years ago about investors funding and owning the careers of YouTubers. That's how Jake Paul used his pop star maker model alongside Gary Vee,
An example that proves fame is not a barometer for talent.
who was one of his main backers. But
And we're
now,
still
if
dealing with
crews and
Jake and
houses
his
aren't
dipshit
directly
antics.
controlled or backed by an outside corporate investor, they are now corporatized on the inside. And we've gotten a peek into that with groups like FaZe Clan.
You're talking about people with mostly child audiences. We've all seen the ages of Paul Brother fans during that retarded gathering that tortured his neighbors.
To be a really nice, quiet street, and now we're just this, like, war zone. We're families here, and we're more than happy to have them live here if they're respectful of their neighbors, but they're not.
So once again I ask why kids who will watch any fucking thing should get to decide our content.
YouTube, fortunately, has maintained youth-oriented supremacy both on the internet and in media at large for over a decade now. An incredible feat, but Gen 5 has been marked by the moment that it finally had to get a haircut, take that babysitting job off the resume, and clock in for a real career. Regarding some of the trends that we were talking about from the last year,
all
in
this
light of
trend
being a bona
chasing
fide
just
grown-up,
makes you look like a money-hungry fame whore.
Suddenly makes a lot of
Just
sense.
saying,
When you're
if you
young
could get a
and dumb
TV
and
show,
irresponsible,
you'd
well, you
100%
can go
suck a
around
dick.
and get away with saying things that you might regret tomorrow. Burning couches and throwing them into local swimming pools, not treating people the way you should. Is it acceptable? No. Definitely not. Never ever. But then again, you were a dumb kid, an idiot teenager, a countercultural mover and shaker, so people are going to be more forgiving of your behavior. But that doesn't last. And now, if YouTubers want to continue paying their bills and also be taken seriously in the wider media landscape...
Bitch, this is not Hollywood.
That's what these people do. They come to a forum, they come to a website, and they pretend. They pretend they know the in-jokes. They pretend they know the memes. They pretend that they understand the culture. But they don't. They don't understand it.
Studios, paid time off, severance packages. Sound like corporate America? It is, and it's been used for a while now. The transformation of YouTube into a business platform started in earnest the moment Harley from Epic Mealtime ripped the veil off this industry back during the 2014 Streamies.
So you're basing YouTube's future off a guy who smashed food on camera.
11, but it's 2014. Everyone is rich on YouTube.
And it's finally reached what it was always destined to be, television.
I fucking told you, they just want to LARP as TV stars. But if they had taken their heads from their asses for 5 minutes, maybe they could reflect on what YouTube was really about.
Give him the stick. Don't give him the stick.
Do you know my dad?
Oh.
Ha ha! Master Chief will fall right into my trap!
Hey, can I get on that thing to check my MySpace?
Fuck MySpace!
It's the enclosed instruction book.
Hey, Charlie! Hey, Charlie, wake up! Yeah, Charlie, you silly sleepyhead, wake up!
Oh god, you guys. This had better be pretty freaking important. Is the meadow on fire?
Bullets for FT5?
I got some bullets for your asshole. Get my packets with your asshole. Oh god! Oh god! Just board it, come on! Board it! Run!
No, he's got his arse in the air like he wants some... Stop doing that to Hell Knights.
This game sucks. Castlevania 1 and 3 are great classic Nintendo games, but for Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest, the game designers obviously were not thinking straight.
Shut up, for Christ's sake! I know how to climb a ladder! Jesus, ow, my ear!
Sorry, bruh.
Thanks, Jesus.
It's cool. Hello.
And that sucks, because like I said, I liked that place. I liked the way the people were. I liked the attitude. It was a fun place to go. But this person came in and they fucked it up.
Sure, you can still be a 15-year-old uploading videos from your basement and still be super successful here, but it's actually going to be much
Watch out, we got a squeaker in here.
harder now. Sorry, actually 15 might be too young. Coppa might come for you. Rewind. Oh sure, you can still be legal of age 18 years old and uploading your videos, but you're gonna have to operate like an adult. You're gonna have to uphold the moral standards, employment standards, and content standards of people twice your age and more.
If you let this person come in here who's been here for 1 week, you know, like 3 days to 1 week, and let him or her, I don't know what it was, but him or her, dictate the terms of how regular members behave, this place is going to go to fucking hell. It is going to become a repository, a fucking haven of white knights emos and fags, and it is going to fuck the whole place up.
Is your stuff polished enough that YouTube isn't going to be embarrassed of it to show it across the platform? Is it differentiated enough in a crowded market? Is it long enough to fill those watch time metrics? And are you producing it frequently enough to keep your audience interested? Or is the algorithm just going to wash you away? Have you considered your analytics, your thumbnail design, your click-through rates, your content calendars, your production schedule, and the collabs to help it all grow?
The only question you should ask is it entertaining? No, it's all about that algorithm whoring so the kids click the colorful thumbnail and have enough noise to distract them while they get ignored by their parents.
They will mimic what they see. They will pick the more popular or the more noticeable members of a group or a forum, a website, whatever, and they will mimic them. Because they think by emulating those people that they somehow now have the authority those people do. What they don't understand is it's a hierarchy. It's first come, first serve. It is seniority based. The longer the longer you belong to something, the more seniority you have there. These people don't understand that. They think that they can cut to the front of the line basically by doing this, by regurgitating this stuff, and it's horrible. They're everywhere. I swear to God. You cannot go somewhere and not see somebody try to throw some 4chan reference out or talk about something they don't fucking know.
YouTube is now an adult workplace, which, becomes the natural order of things when you're the successor to television.
YouTube is not the successor of television. Streaming sites like Hulu and Netflix are.
Enter TikTok.
Cringe.
And now I think you can see how this is all coming together. Younger people used to think of this platform, of YouTube, as the land of opportunity.
It was until people like you fucked it up.
So they seek to undermine other people and cut off the older members of a group and, create their own little miniature following. Like, oh, look, I know what this means, and haha, I get the in-joke, and, I'm a part of you guys. And once they weasel their way in there, they fuck the community into the ground. And they are everywhere. I mean, you will see them everywhere. I guarantee that if you think about it, you can picture the person I'm talking about. You've run into the person. You've been a member somewhere for a long time, and you've seen this person come in. They pretend to know what they're talking about. They try to get themselves out there as much as they can, and they seek to divide a community. And this person has. This person has ruined this place.
Now, it's TikTok. Videos can be shorter. Videos can be unpolished. You don't need a 30-man production crew just to film one vlog.
Then why the fuck do you need employees to read Reddit conspiracies about Five Nights at Freddy's?
The rules there don't feel as strict, with fears about copyright claiming or demonetization, and as a result, you have formats that are able to thrive there that have long been dead here over on YouTube. Short-form scripted comedies, pretty much anything related to music, which, oh wait, wouldn't you know it, were the same formats that were the lifeblood of YouTube in its earliest days.
This fucking guy, he shows no sense of irony that people like him ruin these quote lifeblood of YouTube with their shady corporate content. Literally the SpongeBob meme where the city's on fire and they claim to save the day.
Pretender syndrome exists everywhere, like I said. You'll see it on 4chan. It'll be a new fake. He'll come in and he won't understand what sauce means. There'll be a picture, a porno picture, whatever, I'll pick something somebody likes, whatever, and somebody will, say sauce, What's the source of this picture? This dipshit won't know what that means, but he'll regurgitate that word everywhere he goes. He'll use pedo bear, he'll use memes, he'll dance the dance, and he'll talk the talk, he'll lurk ed, and he'll read all the articles he can, and he'll build up this base of knowledge, and he'll act like he knows what the fuck he's doing. But the truth is he doesn't. He's never been there. He was there once. He just wants to seem like he knows what he's doing. That's what these people do. They come to a forum, they come to a website, and they pretend. They pretend they know the in-jokes. They pretend they know the memes. They pretend that they understand the culture. But they don't. They don't understand it.
It is truly the first global platform because it's the one that's allowed in China.
China is asshole!
And being mobile first means that countries like India, which we've talked a lot about recently as the big market that everyone's looking to capture, can be involved without making a big percentage of the population needing to own laptops and editing equipment. And obviously, I'm not the first one to notice this. In March of this year, YouTube launched YouTube Shorts, its big TikTok competitor, which to the casual audience might seem like just another product launch, but
I am not going to TikTok to watch Neat do stupid dances. Why should we leave so you can get more money? How about you go to TikTok and we can keep YouTube? You don't get to change the system everyone else uses just because you need to line your pockets.
They piss over the people who have earned it. They drive those people away, and they ruin what made that place great. Alright, they drive away the people who post well, they drive away the people who are funny, they drive away the people who know shit and where to find shit, they drive them away to other places. And they kill that community that used to be so great. That community that you loved, that you fucking loved. They kill it.
It is so much bigger than that. They are losing one of the most important demographics in the world, 13 to 18-year-olds, which we actually know are closer to 8 to 18-year-olds, and they're losing them to the first video platform that's truly global.
I don't know if I said this before. Why the fuck would we let stupid fucking kids decide what content we watch? These people are just trying to make money rather than content. That's pathetic, very not creative, and downright stupid. Why even give them views when there are people who put passion into their videos? Or at least aren't trying to dangle keys in front of kids. Kids thought that Spider-Man and Elsa videos with pregnancy and needles were fucking good content. So I am not about to start trusting their suggestions.
Easy to access, easy to produce on, and that, wouldn't you know, is also backed by ByteDance, a Chinese conglomerate that's grossed $37 billion in 2020 versus YouTube's $19 billion.
Why would I give China money? Why would I give a country with literal death camps money? Did Winnie the Pooh blow me or something? No, then I guess he doesn't get paid.
Meaning that it has pockets deep enough to go head-to-head with the biggest platform in the world. Oh sure, a lot of other platforms have tried to take down YouTube.
Instagram is a photo sharing site. Snapchat is a contact site. Facebook is a social media site. Twitch is a streaming site.
TikTok is the first to actually pose a real threat.
They think that 4chan is 4chan everywhere. They think that something awful is something awful everywhere. They will take all these little tidbits of knowledge that they have, and they will apply them in full force on...
Clicking on a 50-minute review of banned games, whew, that is a commitment. I am in that for the long haul, but scrolling through 60 funny 1-minute comedy videos or dance videos or whatever else is on here, it doesn't really matter because they're all 1 minute. Whew! Wow, where did that last hour go?
It was wasted. Wasted watching shit videos when you could have just watched that hour-long video and been entertained. See, actual adults don't have the retention of a goldfish. We want good content, not stupid fucking dances on TikTok. The fact this moron thinks that an hour of sifting through shit content rather than watching an hour of good content is an equal trade is just ridiculous. Asking us to change our content is stupid. Fuck you. Asking us to move to TikTok is stupid. Fuck you. If you can't understand that this is not TV, it's a fucking video sharing platform, get a TV job then. Otherwise, fuck you. This platform is for one thing and one thing only: sharing videos on the web. There are plenty of TV streaming sites you can go to if you want your own TV show. But do not act like we should change our ways because we're not commercially viable. Most of us just want to have fun. Why the fuck are you trying to ruin that? Every time these changes happen, the majority take the brunt over a small minority of money-obsessed corporate whores' opinions. You're doing it for a paycheck. And it really fucking shows. Do you think people, not 13-year-olds but actual people who fostered this community, are gonna accept this dumb fucking bullshit? Sorry, this became the largest video sharing platform. A platform for millions of people, average Joes, to post videos they liked. But why the fuck would you want to erase all of that so you can turn YouTube into a shitty TV streaming service? Why should we give up the most popular video sharing sites so a bunch of dicks can make it a lame-ass Roku ripoff? I am sorry for the rant, but this dumb fucker and a lot like him are destroying this platform. Trying to turn YouTube into TV is just a fucking dick move. These people are just dweebs who want the same recognition actors get. So they throw us out and co-opt the system.
And that sucks, because like I said, I liked that place. I liked the way the people were. I liked the attitude. It was a fun place to go. But this person came in and they fucked it up. They fucked it up probably like they fucked every other place they've gone to up. That's the one final point these people don't get, though. That to be a part of anything, you need to earn your way in. And most of the time, after you've earned your way in, you need to show a dedication by actually supporting that community in whatever way that might be. Usually, generally, it's by sticking around. It's by the amount of time you've put into that place. That's what they don't understand. That's what they don't get. They want all the accolades, they want all the glory, all the praise, but they don't want to earn it. And it's that kind of shit that ruins a place. Because what they do is they piss over the people who have earned it. They drive those people away, and they ruin what made that place great. Alright, they drive away the people who post well, they drive away the people who are funny, they drive away the people who know shit and where to find shit, they drive them away to other places. And they kill that community that used to be so great. That community that you loved, that you fucking loved. They kill it.